be in front of young, dynamic, and very promising directors like you.
Thank you for calling me.
Alam mo yun, yung parang you always look forward to see what you will offer, to us in terms of your work. So, can you each tell us what your movie is all about? Puti and I Love You, Thank You, and Singing in Graveyards. Yeah.
Beautiful.
First come, first serve.
First come. First arrival. Go.
Yeah, first arrival.
So I guess this is okay.
Sir, pasapin nyo na lang, sir. Thank you.
It's just you?
Yeah.
Well, my film is called Singing Graveyards. It stars Pepe Smith. And basically the film is about a guy called Pepe, and he's an impersonator of a Filipino rock legend called Joey Smith. And one day he's given a chance to open for his legend, his idol's concert, but he must do something neither of them has done before, which is to write a love song. So so the story is about the impersonator Pepe trying to write a love song for the rock legend Joey Smith, both played by Pepe Smith.
So sino itong impersonator?
Pepe.
Si Pepe pa rin.
Pepe plays both Pepe and the impersonator.
Since yun nga kanina, you were saying that so Pepe had a stroke, and so talagang affected yung memory, and hindi ba affected yung kanyang yung mobility?
No, I mean Pepe Smith had a stroke about 1.5 months before our first day of shoot, but Pepe is a strong guy and he knew what we were trying to do. So of course we in the production we would kind of like morph our style to suit him, to suit his health. So scenes where we thought we would do multiple shots, multiple angles, we just simplified, and then we just shot one shot per scene, and we would, for us the idea was to capture Pepe's soul on screen. So that was our intention, and we would go into every scene with that intention. That's how we played it out.
And you were so patient with his memory. How is that?
Well, because the film is about Pepe and how Pepe, the Pepe persona on stage versus Pepe the human being at home. So whatever he said was never wrong. Whatever he did on screen was never wrong. There was never I would say a bad take per se. It was just tailoring his movement in the scene to what fit the intention of the scene.
And the script.
And the script.
How did he follow?
So Pepe Smith is he has, even with the stroke, he had a great memory. There will be a scene of 5 pages non-stop dialogue with him and Laugh Diaz, and he will remember like 90% of everything. So whatever he gave us, we just went with it.
And Puti is Puti is you have big stars, Jasmine. So what is it all about, Puti? Kasi nakita ko mukhang horror siya. The text, nakikita dun sa texture ng movie. Yeah.
Puti is more of a psychological thriller. It's about a painter forger played by Ian Veneracion, who gets into a car accident, and he survived the accident but becomes colorblind. So it's very difficult to forge already. So, but while recuperating, yung anak niya kasama niya sa accident falls into a coma. He tries to recover from the accident, but strange things start to happen to him. He starts seeing things that he hadn't seen before. So the whole second half of the movie plays like you don't know what's real, what's imagined. So ganun yung nangyari sa Puti. Yan yung basic plot.
And how is it working with, siyempre big stars yung mga artista mo? How is it working with them?
as a background, this was shot actually 4 years ago.
Oh.
Yes, and of course I'm grateful to CineLokal because it's not only now that it's being given a commercial run. So at that time, katatapos lang ni Ian sa Got to Believe. And when we were casting, he actually auditioned for the, can you imagine Ian Veneracion auditioning for the role? So nag-audition siya, and then so did Lauren, but si Jasmine, since TV5 produced, so was part of the roster ng TV5. But in terms, to answer your question, it was the most relaxed working environment because, especially with Ian is in 90% of the scenes. Sobrang collaborative. And I specifically wanted to work with Ian kasi marunong siya mag-paint. He's really a painter, so he understood the world of art. And in fact, he got so involved that sometimes he would call me up in the middle of the night and, "Direct, I thought of something nung nabasa ko yung script. Why don't we try it out?" And then we discuss it. Yeah, we'd have coffee, discuss it, go to the set, and even during the set, nagkukwentuhan kami. So it was actually surprising and very encouraging as a filmmaker.
The movie has been to festivals abroad, I understand, like the Brussels.
Yes, it's been to Belgium.
So, kumusta yung reception?
The interesting thing about when I went to Brussels is because they were used to seeing a certain type of film from the Philippines.
Isang genre lang.
Sorry, the word was poverty porn. So, in fact, some of the reviews were surprised that here's a film about art and dealing with personal art, not the slums or poverty. So they were a little bit surprised by the film. So medyo it was a different reception also.
So medyo nakagising ng ano nila, ng curiosity.
Yes, at least they alam nila it's meron pang ibang aspects sa Philippine cinema other than social issues.
And anong role ni ng dalawang girls, ni Jasmine at saka ni Lauren?
Si Jasmine plays the apprentice of Ian. So there's a little bit of emotional tension between the two. Parang hero worship eh. Ian takes Jasmine under his wing as he does his forgeries. Siyempre forgeries are illegal, but si Jasmine is an art student and parang he believes in his skill, but Ian as a forger cannot go out and say this is my work. So yan yung frustration niya sa buhay. Si Lauren naman plays the role of the nurse who takes care, after the accident, who takes care of the son of Ian, who's in a coma. And that's about what I can tell without spoiling the.
Yeah, okay. Let's go naman to